In this video, I'm going to share with you how I make a delicious homemade vegan lasagna. So if you are a pasta lover like me, then this video is for you. Hi everyone, I'm Veronica and welcome to my cooking channel where I love sharing vegan recipes. This is a recipe that I love making. I don't make it often because there are a few steps, like making the tomato sauce, making a vegan ricotta, cheese filling, sauteing the eggplant and greens together, boiling the pasta, and making the cashew cheese crumble topping. So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how I do each of those parts and then assemble this lasagna and bake it in the oven. So if you're new to my channel, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more easy vegan recipes. Let's get started. So the first part that I already showed you in this video was how to make the no-cook tomato sauce. And all you do is open a can of whole peeled tomatoes. I like to use the Cento brand, and strain out the tomatoes from the juice and mash the tomatoes. I'll show you the rest of the steps for that sauce later. But I'm also preparing now the vegan ricotta cheese. So to make the ricotta cheese, I use a firm tofu that I drained, and I combine that in a blender with some pureed cashews. I use about a half of a cup of raw cashews blended with about 1 cup of water until they're nice and creamy, and then I quickly add in the tofu and give it a quick blend. You don't need to blend it that much further after you have added the tofu. Once I've done that, I transfer it to this mixing bowl here, and I add about 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds. Normally in a traditional lasagna, to make the ricotta cheese, you would add an egg. So instead of adding an egg, I just add the ground flax seeds, which is a really great egg replacer. Then I went and added some seasonings, like about a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of salt, and then I mixed all that together and then let that sit. Now while the ricotta cheese was sitting and my tomatoes were straining, I went ahead and started preparing the eggplant filling, and I also finished making the tomato sauce. So this is a no-cook tomato sauce. It really saves a lot of energy when you're making lasagna. I just combined those strained and mashed tomatoes with some olive oil, some garlic, some dried oregano, and salt, and mixed that together, and that's actually just the tomato sauce. Then for filling, I had this eggplant, so I decided to saute the eggplant with some baby greens and some garlic and olive oil in a skillet, and this turned out really delicious. My husband has been asking me to make eggplant, so I thought this was the perfect recipe to use up that eggplant. Eggplant's really easy. You don't have to salt it beforehand. I just slice it, put it in the pan with some olive oil, and sprinkle in some salt. Now I'm also showing you how thick that vegan ricotta cheese got once the flax seeds absorbed in the water that was in the cheese, and it really turned out delicious in this lasagna. Then I went ahead and gave those baby greens a quick chop, and I added those after the eggplant had already finished browning in the pan. I also added the garlic towards the very end of the eggplant cooking as well, because I didn't want the garlic and those baby greens to overcook, and eggplant actually takes a while. So while the eggplant was cooking, I went ahead and made my cashew cheese crumbles that go on top of the lasagna before you bake it. This is a really great, basically a vegan Parmesan cheese. I just combined about a half of a cup of raw cashews. I'm using my KitchenAid hand blender with the food processor attachment. This is such a great tool because I didn't want to pull out my big food processor to make this small amount of vegan Parmesan cheese. So to the cashews, I added about a teaspoon of yellow miso paste. I added about 2 to 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast flakes. Then I did a little squeeze of lemon juice. You can use a little apple cider vinegar. I really only did about a teaspoon. It's basically to give this a little bit of a tang, like Parmesan cheese. And then that's it. I just grind it all together into a nice mealy texture and sprinkle that on top of the lasagna after it's prepared in the dish. Now, as you can see, I'm just doing all these different parts, all kind of as I have time and I'm able. You can actually meal prep some of this ahead of time. You can make that tomato sauce beforehand and keep it in the refrigerator. You can also make these cheese crumbles ahead of time. You can make that vegan ricotta cheese ahead of time. And just keep all of this in the refrigerator so when you're ready to assemble and bake your lasagna, it actually would take a lot less time. This probably took me in total about an hour from start to finish to make this lasagna. So it wasn't that much time, but there are a lot of components. So just keep that in mind. But this was so delicious. And it is a casserole, so we had a lot of leftovers as well. And you can cut the eggplant in whatever shape that you prefer. I just wanted to make sure it was going to fit and cook properly in the skillet that I had. So I just sliced it into big slices, and then I actually used my kitchen scissors to chop the eggplant while it was in the skillet, and that kind of saved me a little bit of time from having to transfer it to a cutting board to chop. And as you saw in the very beginning of this video, I started boiling the water to cook my lasagna noodles first thing because those kinds of things take the longest, as well as I preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now you really want to make sure you don't break up these lasagna noodles if you want to keep your lasagna nice and structured. So just be careful in getting them into the pan. Just be patient and they will soften and be able to fit into your boiling pot like you saw mine. When they were done cooking after about 9 minutes, I rinsed them in a little cold water so that they didn't stick together. So now it's time to assemble the lasagna. One thing that's really important when you're making a lasagna is that you layer the noodles a little bit on top of each other so that the lasagna stays together. You don't want the noodles just side by side. You want them actually overlapping. Then I also had put some olive oil in the bottom of my pan, but you can also put a little sauce down there as well for an extra saucy lasagna. And then I spread that vegan ricotta cheese over those noodles. I put my filling, which was the eggplant and greens. And then I put a little bit of the sauce. So I did about half of the vegan ricotta cheese with this layer, about half of the tomato sauce with this layer. And you want to make sure that you spread the cheese and the tomatoes and everything evenly over the lasagna so that you don't have any of the noodles exposed, because when those bake in the oven, they're actually going to get crunchy and it's not very delicious to have like crunchy noodles. So then I went ahead and did another layer of the lasagna noodles, making sure to overlap them once again. Now, for this next layer, I did do the rest of the cheese and the rest of the filling, but I didn't have enough tomato sauce to actually put tomato in this layer, so I did reserve it for the top. Now, one thing I would change maybe is I would do 2 cans of the tomatoes for this lasagna because it was really delicious with this amount of tomato, but we really did want like a really saucy lasagna, and having 2 cans of those tomatoes drained would have been actually better. So I probably would do that next time. Then you go ahead and take the rest of the noodles and layer them overlapping once again. I put the sauce on top, and then I sprinkled that vegan Parmesan cheese that I made. And then that was it for preparing this lasagna. You want to make sure and press down the noodles really firm and kind of like press everything down so that it's not like a real floppy lasagna. You kind of want it to be pretty firm when you cut it. So then there's the rest of the tomato sauce. You want to make sure and spread that evenly over the pasta like I mentioned earlier so that you don't have any of the noodles exposed without sauce on top of them. See how I'm pushing them down into the cheese just to make sure I don't end up with any crunchy noodles, and I didn't have any crunchy noodles that we experienced. And then once you sprinkle that Parmesan cheese on top evenly, then it's ready to bake in the oven. So I baked this for 30 minutes and that was pretty good. It was nice and warm. And what I didn't want to have happen was have that cheese crumbles on top brown too much and get burnt. So you could do about 30 to 35 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and that was it. And everyone really loved this. This was such a great way to get tofu into your diet without feeling like you were even eating tofu. My husband said he really liked it this way, so I'll definitely make this again. I might even make some and freeze it for another day. But I hope that you enjoyed this vegan lasagna recipe. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I'm always sharing vegan family dinners and recipes. And that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!